Hi you guys, this is Allison and I'm dining around the world with Ginger's Corner. So this is for Ginger's Corner Hop, and there is a layout challenge this month, and there are different courses of meals from different countries, and you need to make a layout that meets the requirements. So for this layout, I'm just showing you the papers I have here, but I'm doing Japan, and it is a dessert, mochi. And Japanese mochi is a rice cake made of mochi gome, short grain rice combined with water. It's pounded into a paste, molded into a shape, and stuffed usually with bean paste. So to earn this, I need to do a girl layout, and I have to include an animation embellishment or an animal embellishment. I think it's a cartoon or animation element. Maybe I thought it said animal. But so I've gutted this dark blue, and now I'm going to trim 1/2 inch, and I probably could have done a little less than 1/2 inch and done a little bit thinner. A little bit thinner mat, but it works out okay. But it probably wouldn't have hurt for me to have cut off, instead of 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and just done a 1/16 on this blue border. So this page, I'm using very little pattern paper, so if you ever struggle with how do I make a page look interesting with just cardstock, this might be a good reference page for you. Of course, I'm cheating a little bit by having this really interesting cut file. You can always do it as a cut file on your Cricut. This was done by Creative Memories. It was purchased a long time ago. Now, the reason I say I could have made my border smaller is you see that the edges of this go all the way out, but I'm okay with it. So I have 2 pictures, and it's of my daughter during preschool, and they had a dress-up day, and so of course all the girls wore princess dresses. So this is a girl layout because it is all about princesses. So if you saw my page kits, I had mentioned there when I was doing this that I would go back and look for some Disney princess embellishments, because for some reason it didn't hit me when I was making the page kit. So since then I've gone and added those. You can see those over to the left. So here I am matting these. I had these photos printed without borders at Walgreens. So I am going to have to do a lot of matting in white. When I print them on my selfie, I tend to create a little bit of a border. But this, I had a lot of photos. I think I printed over 50 photos, 53 photos. That many will not make it onto pages, but that's too many for me to be printing on my selfie when I'm trying to focus on making page kits, and things are just sliding around my desk. So I had this is the one piece of pattern paper that I'm going to include. And I decide I want to highlight the picture of all the kids. So I'm actually going to make it a little smaller, which sounds counterintuitive, I guess, but I want more of that pretty border to show. I will also tell you that after I finished this page, I decided I wanted that picture to pop even more, and I ended up double matting it using what I took out from the middle of that dark blue paper. So it ends up with a very thin dark blue mat. around this pattern paper. But the pattern paper does match. It's got all the same colors on it. So I do like that. And by just trimming a little bit off the photo, I was able to have that mat show a little bit more. So very simple layout. I'm not doing anything super complicated, and these are 4x6 photos, and I was not really able to trim the top one down at all, so I limited how much I trimmed the bottom one so they wouldn't be drastically different sizes. All right, I am already set for ephemera. So I had several options for little groups of princesses, which I thought was appropriate. This one needs to be fussy cut. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that right now. So I have this from Creative Memories, from one of their Disney sets, and it had everything I needed on one sheet, and so that way they would match. There was another one with princesses, but it had a blue background, and I didn't want more blue background on here. So now I'm just going to start sort of auditioning ephemera in a couple of different places, and I'm not sticking down firmly yet. I will say though, I've only sped this video up two times. It only took me 25 minutes to do this page. I think it might be a record for me. So now I just need to find, where do I want my princesses. And I'm doing it pretty simply. So I will have 3 little princess embellishments. I'm still going to modify change some stuff a little bit. I liked this just because it had some of the colors that I liked in it, and it made it look a little festive. So I'm going to figure out a way to make that work. And then this says make believe, and this says let's pretend. I thought those were perfect. They are actually from an Echo Park sticker book, Play All Day sticker book, I believe. And then I have this clear sticker. I had pulled a whole bunch of letters, and I was thinking about writing a title, but I really didn't know what title I wanted to write. And then I found this that says Dream a Little. It's a clear sticker from Creative Memories. I thought, well, that works, and I like it. The boys were dressed up as different things as well, but not princesses. And this was another phrase, but I decided not to use it. And then I had some little butterflies on here that I thought was sweet to include, so I'm going to include those. So I am doing the rule of 3s, but because of the title at the top, it's not purely 3 clusters, but I have 3 butterflies, I have 3 princesses, and then I try and make sure that I've got some different elements in different places. These are little buttons from Creative Memories. They're super old. They're from about this era, so I figured it was appropriate to use them. These photos are from 2010. That is the album that I'm working on. So I have 3 buttons, and then I have a couple of other little things that I'm going to, these are not final resting places for some of these things, y'all, but I'm working on it. We're getting there. And I loved this little bright pink, those little pops of pink I like, you know, because Aurora is there. Otherwise, it would just be too much blue and yellow or gold. So I'm just looking at these letters and deciding, does this work? Do I need a subtitle of any description? And I don't think I do. And I didn't even include journaling space, though I can journal on that yellow space if I want to. But it's pretty clear what it was, and I will probably put it on the calendar page, the date of it. And I might take some of those pink letters when I go back and look at the exact date that this was. I may go back and add just a date somewhere. But I'm pretty bad about doing that. All right, so I think that's about it. I'm going to go off and stick all these things down and then come back. There we go, for some finishing touches. And I have these blue gems, and there's 3 different colors of blue on there. And so I'm just going to use those. And then I just need to decide where I want them. So I just do 3 little clusters of 3. So again, the rule of 3. And I'm just trying to alternate and use different sizes for the 3 different colors. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider going over and checking out the game, the challenge on Ginger's Corner. For every photo layout that you submit in the album, you earn a point, and you can earn 2 points per page if you do the extra credit. I did not do extra credit on this one, but I'll get 1 point toward the challenge. And you can be in for a big drawing if you do a bunch of layouts. You'll see some more videos from me in the hop, but please go check out some of the other hop participants. There is a list below in the description. So thanks a lot, you guys. I love this fast and easy page.